Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and of course, the others, to a first impression / video that we did of ACCA. So neither of us here in this little recording thing have any idea what the hell we're doing when it comes to audio commentary. So this is going to be a trial and error, probably mostly error, knowing us. But here with me today, I have my good friend Suin. Say hi, Suin.
Hi, I'm the slave.
Yes. She was nice enough to volunteer her services and edited this particular video of mine, as well as several others, post and ones that you guys haven't even seen yet. So that'll be quite interesting. But I brought her here, and we're going to be doing some commentary over this quick first reaction of ACCA that went up a whiles back, depending on whenever you end up watching this. So we're here looking at the wonderful, my wonderful face. I look very 90s here with that hair.
Quite the Jufro that you have.
Quite the Jufro, yes, very true. And I kind of have a Donald Trump color going on with my face, considering you can see my neck there, and it's quite obviously not that shade of orange. But, you know, gotta try new things. Okay. So...
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so before we hit play on the video, the Jerry Seinfeld bit was your idea, if I recall correctly.
Most of it was my idea.
Yeah.
So I think, how do I start off with? I think I wanted to put a Nazi joke in there.
Well, we already have a Nazi joke in this video later on.
Yeah, like initially. I don't know, like for some reason, I started repeating the line in a Seinfeld-esque way, so I'm just like, Tristan, how do you feel about saying this line?
What's the deal with Seinfeld impressions?
And I remember you just responding, why?
Well,
and I'm just like, trust me, just do it.
Can you blame me? It kind of came out of nowhere. We were here talking about freaking ACCA, and then you're like, can you do a Seinfeld impression? And I'm like, why do you want me to do a Seinfeld impression of all things?
It's okay. Don't worry about it. Just do it.
Yeah, basically. So then that's kind of how that began. I had no idea what she was going to do with it.
I think, Tristan, how many did you do? Like 3 or 4 takes on it?
I did like 3 or 4 takes, something like that, because I didn't necessarily know exactly what you wanted, so I just kind of did it, and I was like, okay, well, I'm sure she'll use this for whatever dastardly plans she has in the editing process, and I had no idea you were just going to freaking paste Jerry's face over mine, but hey, the tracking worked out really well.
But
whatever worked.
I was like, wait, it needs to be more immersive.
It needs to be immersive. All right, so
just put fucking Jerry Seinfeld's face on it.
All right, so let's hit the play, and then we can pause during the opening glitch. All right,
okay.
3, 2,
1, go.
What's the deal with Nazis? I mean, why is Japan obsessed with them? It's not like World War II still going on.
And there's the glitch. Ba-da-boom. So, yeah, I'm not actually sure if anybody understood that or questioned what was going on there. I'm actually curious if there's anything in the comments. I don't ever remember seeing anybody even mentioning that particular skit in the comments. Because
I don't know if people younger than us will watch Seinfeld. Because I know
what's
up to
the deal
my
with
age
young people? Millennials these days don't have culture.
Because to be fair, even I don't know too much about Seinfeld, but I do know a lot of the, I guess, the cultural relevance it has, like yada yada yada, what came from Seinfeld.
Yada yada yada, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's a show about nothing.
That motion tracking thing, that's gonna become a staple in your videos now.
Oh boy, is it?
It doesn't even take too long to make.
No. All right, so let's just continue on with the video from here, and we'll just talk over it. And if there's anything interesting, tell me to pause, and we will pause.
All right.
Yeah, I remember when you bitched at me for that font. Oh wait, no, you bitched at me for font later. But Like when I first
okay,
got that, the font's like screwed up. I remember that, and then it just wasn't like lining up
because I told
properly.
you to get Futura condensed medium,
Yeah.
and I didn't know that you didn't have it. So.
Well, then you just aren't watching it properly.
And then shout out to Blackadder. I don't know if anybody that is watching this even got the Blackadder reference. A lot of people didn't. And then, of course, the intellectual intensifies. I had fun. You thought that was a blooper
Some
at
people
first?
understood it. They got
Some
the joke
people
in the
did.
comments.
I don't think I ever actually saw anybody,
But the one guy on Twitter who made the
Yeah,
glasses
there was-
shine thing, that was freaking amazing.
that was freaking amazing. So here's the image of the video that I think a lot of people paused on, which was Annie Twitter, because in ACCA, if you never saw the video or the show, the country's divided into 13 states. So
in case you didn't know, Crunchyroll, Days, A, and Harmony Gold are not the names of the factions.
no.
Fun fact: this image that I photoshopped prior to me editing this video was the entire reason why I wanted to edit the ACCA video in the first place.
Yeah, no, it was, because Suin asked me like what FRs I was doing, and then at the time I knew I was doing Tanya, I knew I was doing Kobayashi, and interviews with Monster Girls, and then I was like, oh, and I'm probably gonna do something on ACCA as well, and then Suin was like, I want ACCA, and then I was like, why? And then she sent me this, or not this exact image, but like a version of it, like a draft, a 1.0, and yeah, no, this kind of fits. It fits really well actually in some places. Especially like how they line up.
Yeah. If anyone gets Days, congratulations! You know the very sewage of the internet, pretty much.
The sewage of the internet. Although, if you just type in Days anime, Daisuke is what pops up, though.
No, it has nothing to do with
Daisuke. Yeah, Daisuke. Yeah, good old Daisuke. And of course, the lolicons is the piece of shit, because the bird taking a shit. I made that reference. That was the thing I did.
Actually, I did not know, or I did not think that it looked like a bird taking a dump.
It does, though.
I didn't notice until you. Yeah, now that you say, I can't get it out of my my eyes
like,
now. But
if there was actually like a connecting thing between the bottom of the dub hater section and the lolicons, then you could argue that that's like it's very small and stick-like legs, and the lolicon bit is its feet. But there's nothing there, so.
The best part is, I love how Funimation is right beside dub haters.
Because they interact so often.
Yep.
And Crunchyroll's like over there with shonen guys.
I'm kind of sad our anime didn't react to this in the vitriolic way that I hoped. Because this is essentially me just shitting on them.
All right, let's continue and see where we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
The difference being that there's
I noticed a lot of the minor characters look like Tintin.
Yeah, they do. That is actually really weird. I haven't seen Tintin. Like I've only seen the original Tintin. I never watched the like recent Tintin that came out like recently. Hello, Mamoru Miyano.
I don't know if you noticed in the video, but I put a little voice clip of JJ Style.
Oh yeah, no, I noticed that.
Yeah, I made a sign.
JJ Style. Yeah, he was pretty quiet though. I tampered with the idea of raising it, but I didn't want to do that. And there was the Nazi thing.
Yep. I am so sad no one noticed that.
Really?
Yeah, no one noticed the swastika.
Well, maybe that's a good thing because it blends in so freaking well.
Everybody was too fixated on the map and they didn't notice on the swastika.
Yeah.
Spoiled prince who is actually JJ from Yuri on Ice. Thank you.
JJ Style.
And a fake general who was getting suspicious because
good times.
Good
times, great times. I wonder how many people noticed the little best girl text there that was there in the lower right really quick.
That was all me. Oh, this part.
Oh, the Gendo Ikari bit? Yeah.
I'm kind of sad no one noticed that either.
Well, that's the thing. Is like when you have one big thing, that's kind of the thing that people focus on a lot, and all these little tiny bits of things get like brushed under the rug, unfortunately. But they're there, and they make for a good video, I thought.
I know it's going to be a grounded political drama, but can't
'Cause
they do
it's
that without making people
boring.
bored out of their minds?
It's
and
basically how
running
this
out
turns
of
out. I like her
script?
face
Like,
there.
if there's any
The
major
like
criticism
her like
we have of the
deadpan.
show this time, it's the
Face.
exposition. As apart from our main characters loving emote.
Oh yeah, fun fact, that was supposed to be a transition. So I was supposed to mask that in, but there wasn't enough frames, so I just went with the wipe.
I think it's even more
Yeah,
frustrating with
there's
something
nothing
like
wrong with
Akka
that.
because the staff is great and the production value is definitely there with a lot of care put
So I had to
into
make it a little
You
bit...
can
Oh,
see
that was a
that
cool
with
camera
just a
shot that I
few
made sure that I
selected
wanted to
cuts,
include in
like
the
when
edit.
Gene loses his life.
Yeah, and then I edited
It's
in
not,
the
but I can't imagine
the bit where
having
Gene
to
was looking
take
for his
people
lighter,
through
because when I put that in the
all
script, I
this
think you
sit-through this
didn't
for a miracle
get which scene I
happen.
was talking about, so I had to go dig it up.
Yeah, there are a couple of scenes involving his later. Oh, this one.
Hello,
Can we pause it,
darkness,
this one?
my old friend. Paused. I've come to talk with you again.
No, well that
That was the first time I actually heard that song without the lyrics to it.
That piece is copyrighted by Sony Music, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So I took the Disturbed version.
Ah, okay.
So it's not Simon. And,
It's not Simon and
Simon and
Garfunkel.
Garfunkel. I think that's what they're called.
Okay.
Yeah, this line, this really, I guess, macabre line. I was responsible for it, but I didn't expect you to actually say it.
Oh,
Because you're surprising me these days on how willing that you're willing to go with
to embrace the
shit.
shit.
That I put in.
Yeah.
Embrace the memes, pretty much.
No. There are some things that I probably won't say if you put it into a script. Fuck you, San Francisco.
Well, yeah, but
I'm not,
I can
I'm not like
well
that.
I can always push the boundaries and see what you'll say and what won't say.
All right, so let us continue to the end.
If anything activates my trap card, it's wasted.
Yeah, triggers my trap card.
Akka is only given
Did not expect you to go with that one either.
maximum extent.
I was half tempted. I kind of wish I actually hammed it up a bit more and did like a full Yu-Gi-Oh impression.
And so far, it's
Triggers my trap card!
Now people are gonna think you obsessively play Yu-Gi-Oh now.
Or something like that. I actually have cards lying around somewhere. I played it in high school for a number of
Yeah,
years.
like I have it somewhere too.
I had a friend that like literally spent paychecks on Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Now I have other friends that spend paychecks on Magic, which I don't understand. And it's probably because I never got into Magic, and it's because I'm not crazy enough to get into Magic because I know where all my money would go. But yeah.
Is anyone even reading the manga for this?
For Akka? I'm not actually
Yeah.
sure. I haven't talked to anybody that does, but then again, I don't talk to many people that read manga, or if I do, they know not to talk manga around me because I don't read it. So they're like, whatever the hell. And that was the end! That was the end.
Because with Akka, it seems like it works better as a manga based on the dialogue in the anime.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I really like the production value, but the way that everything is just so dry and it looks way too careful, if that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm.
And that itself, like the production value, great and all, but that in of itself might not be enough depending on who you are to continue with this. Like same with me.
Mm-hmm.
But like Natsume Ono is really known for these kinds of stories. I really laid back, relatively low key kind of stuff, like Restaurant Paradiso, House of Five Leaves.
Oh god, House of Five Leaves.
Oh, you saw it?
I own it. I thought it
it's-
was boring. A friend of mine bought it and he was like, yeah, we're gonna watch this together, and then we started watching it together, and then I was like, this is good? And he's like, yeah, it's great. And I'm like, it's really not.
Well, it has a Natsume Ono kind of has like that cult fan base.
Mm-hmm.
Like she will never reach mainstream status, but there'll always be that core fans who will always adore her work. And House of Five Leaves, Restaurant Paradiso, and Akka seem to follow the same vein relatively. Yeah, so I didn't like it too much. So no, like, but it really depends on how they execute it. Like,
Yeah.
I like grounded political dramas, but this one, it just sounds like everybody wanted to go home. Like that was the impression that I got.
Maybe they did.
So if that kind of impression is what I'm getting, then what chance does the anime have as a whole? So
Not A good one. So thank you guys for supporting me on Patreon to be able to listen to this in the first place. I hope you somewhat enjoyed, and we will be having more kind of commentary like things in the months and weeks ahead. Not always with Suin, sometimes with just me, sometimes maybe with a guest. We'll don't know. We'll see. We're gonna play it as we go. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen and others, stay frosty. Bye bye.
Twitch.